What's going on, y'all? Today we're going to talk about the quartering. Apparently, someone who used to work with him, Sydney Watson, she spoke out, and it's bad. Let's check this out. We're going to be getting the clips from a channel called Grifter. We're going to get straight into it, too, as well. It's a lot of horrible stuff. Damn, quartering. In high school, you was the man, quartering. What happened to you? That was a quote from 50 Cent. 1927. That is not the correct date.
So she said she didn't want to come on the show for a certain reason. And it's because the quartering has threatened her directly with something. Okay. And the other person, there's another person involved. There's multiple people involved that have threatened her with something. Okay. So she didn't want to do it. Now, this changes pretty quickly, I'm going to be honest. And we start getting pretty much in the nitty gritty. I said, of course, that's what I imagined. I kind of got the vibe there was a bad falling out because, she alluded to that immediately from the beginning. She says, yes, I fucking hate him, which I was like, oh. He literally could have made me less of an enemy if he just shut his fat fucking face when damn, but he could not help himself. I said all this happened because of his own words, and she's like, I would love to come on, but I'm intensely private. Jeremy, I'm paraphrasing, Jeremy he knows some information and that she doesn't want out, and he keeps threatening to basically dox all of her information if she ever speaks out about any of it. Or I said, you're right about that. As someone right in the middle of the stuff, Jeremy has little to no recourse. No one believes anything he says, but you're right. Better safe than sorry. Because Jeremy is obviously going to make up stuff left and right and center. She says he's such a liar. He used to call me drunk too, say all kinds of shit. And we're going to get to that, by the way. I got to the point where I had to record all of our calls because he says all this crap and then immediately walks it back the next day. So I said, I think he's trying to garner sympathy or something. Dude's a strange dude. He claimed he's going to expose me on X and then walks it back the next day. Just like he did with Craig, just like he did with everybody else. Yellow Flash, he's going to scorch earth and expose all of us. She says he gets drunk, talks insane shit, then he sobers up and realizes it's a bad idea.
That's crazy. Drunk calling is nasty work. And ain't the quartering like married? Too many things stacking up on top of each other that just make him look like a horrible piece of crap. But I got a feeling it's going to get worse. But yeah, if you're employing someone, you shouldn't be drunk calling them and trying to do or say anything crazy, right? If you work with someone in general, you shouldn't be doing that either. So yeah, either way, he was going way too far and bugging out.
So Jeremy claimed that he gave Sydney Watson $250,000 and she just pocketed the money. She pocketed it, boys. She just kept the money and just betrayed Jeremy for no reason. Actually, one thing I do want to put on the record, despite the lies Jeremy told, I was the only person who never got paid a single cent when the Publica thing was happening. Jeremy might have fronted the whole thing financially, but also every dollar went to him. And when I asked to see the books, he'd give me the runaround. Or when I asked if I could buy him out, he kept insisting I give him 100 or 200K. He pulled these random numbers out of his ass. What caused me to start to diss myself and dislike him immensely actually had to do with my tea company. You guys ready? When I was gearing up to launch, he said he would do my fulfillment for me from his 3PL. So we had a lot of phone conversations about costs, etc. He said he wasn't trying to make money off of me, and I said, great. Maybe we can help you get better shipping rates for your coffee with the increased quantity of shipments, including my tea. I don't expect people to make $0, but I understand business. I thought it was so cool he prepared to break even to help me. Like, wow, it's awesome, right? We agreed on $250 per box. We took this to mean per completed box. He ended up charging me $2.50 per item. He was charging her 5 times more. So I'm in it for $18 just to get a single package shipped with him. Even in the most expensive places, $2.50 per item is insane. So my first bill from him was fucking lunacy. And it was my entire profit margin. When I asked him about this, he said, you should have structured your business better. There was no negotiating with him either. His attitude was basically suck it. So I pulled my product. He so kindly offered to pay to have it shipped to Texas. I think he paid half, but it cost me thousands of dollars to get it back here. And he crippled my fledgling business all so he can make a few extra bucks. All right, there we go. He has threatened to sue me, leak my DMs, dox her basically. You know, like the thing that Jeremy claims people are doing to him. He claims people are doing this to him. That's what he intended on doing to Sydney Watson. That's what he threatened her with. He was going to expose all of the personal, private people in her life. And then also sue her, I guess.
Yeah, the quartering's nasty. That's even worse. So it wasn't like she was his employee. She was supposed to be a partner, and he still tried to get over on her. Oh, man, that's horrible. What the hell is wrong with the quartering? Bro, it just seems like every day is something new when it comes to him being exposed for his nasty behavior, bro. Wow. I used to watch him, and I stopped watching him a while ago because I could kind of tell that there was like a change going on, right? Like the mask was slipping and then the grifting was increasing. But I didn't think it was going to be this bad. This is horrible.
I asked specifically, did he ever imply or do anything creepy like in these drunk calls or anything? Thinking back to the Renfrair stuff and how he acts. She responded, yes. She said, when we first met in 2021-ish, he was in Dallas for some event and we all went to a bar. I met a dude that night who I went on to a date. And that guy and I talked the whole time. I drove Jeremy back to his hotel with two other people in the car. The whole time he was going on about how he wanted to fight the guy I was talking to and basically saying he'd fight him for me. He'd get drunk and randomly text me boobs or some similar shit. But yeah, I perceived what he was doing, at least in the early days, as hitting on me. And I made it super clear I'm not interested.
Yeah, on the way home, Jeremy was telling me that he's going to beat this guy up and he's going to fight him. And I was like, what's giving you this indication that you're going to fight another man to, I guess for me, like not for me as on behalf of me, but for me as in to conquer, to take the woman back to cave. Like that was the vibe. And I was like, dude, I don't know what's giving you the indication that this is acceptable behavior, because at that point, you know, he'd been cool. Like, you know, he'd been someone who I was talking to about other relationships. We'd sort of talked about bits and bobs to do with our personal lives and things. And I was like, oh, this is like a friend. This is a friend, not someone who's interested in me. And that was when I was like, oh, Christ, no, sir, no.
Yeah, that's nasty work right there. Whoa. Going over lines like a mother effer. So you just decide, hey, I'm going to fight for her honor. Yeah, and if I win, she comes home with me. What about your wife? What about your wife? So we going to pretend like she don't exist? Y'all are colleagues, bro. You should have minded your business. The moment you seen her getting some play, you should have went on with your day. Okay, I didn't mean for that to rhyme. That's crazy. That's why I just played a nasty song.
Yeah. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name. You
out of pocket. A quartering is on a different level of falling off. Like I've seen people fall off before, but this is steep. I don't know if he gonna climb up. That's why he keeps stealing content and doing these nasty shorts where he's taking other people's stuff and just saying, hey, look at this, and playing someone else's video. You ain't gonna add nothing. You ain't gonna stop it, do some commentary at all. No, you're just gonna keep milking the shorts algorithm. Well, we see what happened to just Pearly Things. See how it worked for her.
do you know anything about this weird situation in his personal life with this bull guy?
I don't. And I think, like I said, this to me is the sort of territory I don't want to get into, because as much as I don't like Jeremy and I think he's a butthole, and I know he's going to, like, I'm going to just say this ahead of time, he is going to lose his shit about me saying any of this. And like, as soon as you started this stream and I was tuning in, I was like, oh, I'm fucked. Like, I'm fucked. So one of the things he's threatened me with is that a girl I formerly worked with, things didn't go well. We had a fallout. She leaked a bunch of private chats to him where I trashed the shit out of him. And I want that to be really clear. I said some not nice stuff. So yeah, I was a very, very nasty person in DMs to friends of mine, just by the way, just mates of mine that I trusted implicitly. Well, silly me, I guess. So DMs were leaked to him. And when the Publica was ending, one of the things that we wanted to do, because I love the team, I called everybody that I knew who could possibly connect me with an investor. I ended up meeting somebody just by chance at an event. And he was like, yeah, I'll help you fundraise to start a new project. And so at this point, Jeremy was constantly calling me going, oh, you owe me hundreds of thousands of dollars for this website. And I was so stressed out. I was in the middle of this lawsuit. I was in a weird place financially. Like, I definitely didn't have a ton of money. And so I said to him, I made out like my financial position was worse than it was in order to extricate myself. I wanted him to feel bad, and I wanted him to be like, oh, I'm doing her a favor. I get to wear my nice guy hat and let her go from this project. And he did. And he did. And, you know, I know that's manipulative, and I know that, but that's the thing that's been eating at me that I don't want him to expose. I totally did that.
Yeah, the quartering's pretty shifty as far as I'm concerned, fam. I've heard enough for me to say, I wouldn't want to be around them. I'm cool. I don't want to be like them. I don't want to be similar, right? I just will stay in whatever lane that I am, building my audience. Shout outs to you guys, the Fan Gang. And then I'm cool, because I'm never going to let success change my character and have me out here wilding out in these streets. That's crazy. Let's check out the locale iDubbbz. Hopefully his husband, Anissa, doesn't just jump on stream for no reason. Said you wanted to quit. But yeah, let's see what he has to say. It's going to be more crying.
Did you block Felted Imp by any chance? Dude was wilding about you and Anissa on Twitter. He shouldn't be back here. Oh, no, I mean, it's whatever. He can wild out wherever he'd like, so long as it's not in the chat. Oh, you know what? It was probably about him getting all, what do you call it? Puritanical about, like, the mother and daughter, or the daughter on Smothered getting her vajacial, as she called it. He was getting all snowflakey about it. Sup, I'm not really a fan, and I'm sure you already addressed it, but I just found out about the newest PT bullshit through leftovers. Boy, it's time to get a restraining order against that weirdo for you and Anissa for your own safety. Yeah, I was going to talk about that briefly today. I felt like it was a good jumping off point, because I do know that there are some drama heads. People like the drama slop a lot, and they, I've definitely weaned myself off of it. But yeah, for those who don't know, and I won't bother showing a video, because if you care enough about it, you can look it up.
I think that's just funny. I don't...
EXQC, long time viewing here. Just lost my job at Ryanair. Maybe some help? No? Oh, I thought so.
I mean, I saw the context, yeah. Can I'll be him go? Oh god, I caught that too. Yo, the poster. Yo, I mean, yeah, he's a dedicated hater, is what it is. I mean,
but Ethan had popped open. I don't know. I think it's my snark subreddit, for lack of a better word. And he was like scrolling it or something like that. And I think there was a post about Anissa, or a screenshot of Anissa's story. And so, like, you can see him in this poker tournament or whatever. He just has his phone out in front of everyone, just like fucking zooming in and taking screenshots of Anissa's story post. It's just, I mean, none of this is a surprise, right? Like, this is what he does on the regular.
Look at him crying again. Bam. I've seen a lot of people talking about this whole Ethan Klein being at a poker game and looking at his phone and having a picture of Anissa there. A lot of people tried to make it seem like he was obsessed with her, or he was over there like having a moment, just salivating. Ooh, look at Anissa. How love her outfit. No, that's something iDubbbz would do. What Ethan Klein was more so doing was collecting information for his show. He's probably going to talk about it on his show. So he's like, oh yeah, this picture looks crazy. Let me save it. Creators do that. I do that all the time. I will put something on a playlist that I want to talk about, or I'll take a screenshot so I can remember it. Sometimes I'll screenshot something because it's motivation. Like I'll see like a quote or some kind of philosophy thing. I'm like, this is dope. I want to remember this. Boop, screenshot it. That don't mean that Ethan Klein won him some of Anissa. Were we saying that when you were sitting here pulling up pictures of Ethan Klein wearing like a tank top? What was that? What was the point of that? iDubbbz was tripping, and he was sitting there trying to like recreate the posture and the pose that Ethan Klein was doing. But then, God forbid, Ethan Klein see something that's on your snark. You're on his 24/7. Talking about some you out the drama slop. When that happened? Where? Because it ain't now. You're still doing it constantly. And I've been hearing that he might even apologize during this segment. Fam, we don't believe you. You've been trying to fake empathy for like 30 years now. No one's falling for it except for Hassan Piker fans and the remaining 3 fans of Anissa. It's like 3 of them there. They ride for her hard, man. One of them's iDubbbz. My bad. I wasn't trying to expose their business like that. One of them's iDubbbz. He's sitting there in the room like, yeah, oh, looking at his husband, all proud, sitting over there looking like a ventriloquist dummy. Man, looking like Slappy from Goosebumps. My bad. My bad. That's my fault. Sometimes Garfield just is in full effect, man. He has some things to say, and it is what it is.
He's mad.
You're not giving me a chance.
I can't really control what he says. Yeah, iDubbbz is definitely a loser. He'll come on here and say a bunch of things about other people that he should be saying to himself. Stuff that you should keep in mind and look in the mirror and like recite to yourself on a daily. You be obsessed. You're the one going after his wife. But anyway, I digress.
He's constantly online. He's not taking, I don't think he's taking any breaks from it. He doesn't think it's unhealthy, apparently. So I don't know. What are you going to do? It's weird, but I think this is a good time for me to sort of explain to you guys why I haven't had Scorched Legume on in a while. Scorched Legume was kind of like a way for me to like get involved in the slop that to be honest, I don't like being. I've said kind of all I wanted to say with the content comp. That's usually my strategy is like, this is my opinion, take it or leave it. I would I would do a what do you call it? A follow-up video, but generally I want to fucking move on, live my life. But yeah, I kind of like with having the Scorched Legume on, I have I've been indulging the dark side a little too much, for at least for me, right? Like I have my own principles, my own values, and I'm like, it allowed me to roll around in the pig shit a little bit more. And there's aspects of that I like, but it's not really like, it doesn't super align with my principles. I think one of the things that sort of like woke me up a little bit is like, okay, wait a minute, I need to take a step back. It's the destiny thing about Ethan and his kids. That was one of those where I was like, oh man, like I think I stepped too far out with this one, where it's like we know the reason that I showed you guys the comment about Ethan and his kids. It's because it's like Destiny's he's a piece of shit, and he has bad intentions, but he's going easy on this guy, not going easy on Denims, Frogan, Casey Tron, Noah, many others, right?
Going easy? You think making those types of accusations is going easy? Whoa. You drunk? Like some going on? Is your life okay? Going easy. And this supposed to be the empathy guy. He thinks making up nasty allegations about people's children and them, that's going easy. Yeah, but what about Frogan and Denims? Why are you not going easy on them? When was he going easy on Ethan Klein? You don't think that's something extremely serious? And also, how the hell is your point being conveyed? Like, how is it being presented the right way? That makes no sense. Someone's supposed to see you spreading nasty lies on Ethan Klein and leaving it there while you make weird voices as a message for Destiny should probably take it easier on Denims and Frogan. That's stupid. And it also don't make no sense at all. Like, he's just saying things. You knew you was wrong. That was foul. You was being nasty. Here's the nasty song.
Yeah. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
Real problem is that iDubbbz don't got nobody that could tell him about himself. Anissa ain't telling him the real deal. Anissa is not telling him, hey, you're being disgusting right now. No, she egging him on. I remember when he did that and he put the post of the nasty allegations about Ethan Klein's children, Anissa was hyping him up. She was running in the room to add her comedic stylings. There is none, by the way, guys. There's not a funny bone in her damn body at all. She had to add her 2 cents and her jokes. Where's her apology? Is Anissa going to come out and apologize? Is she going to come out and cry just like iDubbbz is doing? Well, maybe in a different time, right? For a different reason. But is she going to come out and I'm so sorry. I was wrong for making false allegations against Ethan Klein. I wanted to prove a point with someone else who had nothing to do with Ethan Klein. In order to get them, I punished Ethan Klein, knowing my audience is a bunch of losers that's just going to go with whatever I say. I'm going to have them thinking these nasty lies about Ethan Klein because I don't like Destiny. This guy's a bozo. Like, why would anyone want to listen to him, take him seriously, be around him, watch him? If I go to a grocery store and iDubbbz is there, I'm walking out. I don't want to shop where he shop. He almost made me rethink my whole opinion on Big Bang Theory. Love Sheldon. That's my guy. I'm kind of iffy now. I was like, iDubbbz like it? Something might be wrong. Nah, I still rock with Sheldon.
The eyes for lawsuits when it comes to all of them. And that was my reason for showing it. But I was like, after reflecting a little bit more, I'm like, ugh, like I do not want to roll around this pig shit. And I also don't want to, it's not within my principles to put that online, like I don't want to spread that because it's just negative and it's not true. I don't believe it. And yeah, it didn't feel right. So that's why I'm like, trying to take a step back from the scorched legume stuff and not really, not roll around in the pig shit. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry to Ethan and Ethan's family for putting that nasty Destiny comment out there. I felt like it was an okay thing to do based on, the point I was making, but gross shit shouldn't be spread like that.
It's the empathy guy. Mr. Empathy. Been saying he learned empathy for years now. And he was like, yeah, I think it's appropriate to say this nasty stuff about Ethan Klein and his family. It makes sense. Even right now, the way he's saying it is so smug. Yeah, sorry. I did it because I thought it made sense at the time. You a grown man. This is like a sign that a lot of people, fan, when you watching YouTube, the people that you watching, just take it as content. Like you can't really 100% prove that they really are what they say they are about, unless it takes like years. Like you've been watching them forever since day one, and they never switched up. When you got guys like iDubbbz out here, people that was huge fans of him, he had this high moral code that he said that he stood by. Man, if old school iDubbbz was to see this iDubbbz and hear him say something like that, a whole 5-hour video might have been created. People put out a huge video going crazy about him. Mr. Either it's all okay or none of it's okay. This is disgusting, bro. Like iDubbbz would have popped up on you at a convention, put his arm around you, called you a slur. Not saying I think that's appropriate. I'm just, hearing the two, seeing the difference, seeing the difference between the two. But yeah, like I was saying, when you're watching a content creator, watch him for a long time before you just sitting there thinking this dude is perfect. Especially if they're not honest, if they're not admitting their flaws.
Trust your guts. Well, thank you, Noodle. It's hard, man. It's hard because they fucking, they chat shit all the time, and it's like, oh, how do I engage? Well, I have to be nasty back. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to try. I mean, from what I've seen, it seems like their podcast has slowed down with the specific harassment, publicized harassment, intentional harassment against Anissa and I. I guess what they do in their free time is up to them, but I don't know. I understand how hard it is to get attention online when you're not relying on kind of the easy shit. And the easy shit is like rolling around in drama and, chasing that. But sometimes it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Wait, does Ian pay you guys, or are you kind of like his voluntary psychiatric technicians? Yeah, it's that. Easy. So easy. Give me something harder next time. She's El Salvadorian, bro? I'm going to look that up because if you're wrong, then I'll know you're a troll and I'll keep you in the shadow realm. Where is Penelope Cruz from? She's a Spanish actress. So you just lied to me. Bro, you're an idiot. You're more of an idiot than me. No, you're not an idiot. You're an intentional, what do you call it? It's got a name. A shitter? Intentional shitter? A bad actor? A shit lib? How many people are in the shadow realm? We have not done the math yet.
Oh no, the shadow realm. The same place your dignity and all your morals was left. That's crazy. Maybe you should go to the shadow realm so you could retrieve it. Be a better version of whatever the hell you think you're supposed to be. iDubbbz is a clown, bro. A straight clown. What he did to Ethan Klein is so foul. Even that little bozo apology. Like, you supposed to take that serious? Who's supposed to listen to this guy? Like someone who's ain't got no damn sense. Someone who is clearly not of a state of mind where they can see bullcrap. I don't know. I just think everyone got enough damn sense to where they could know he's full of crap. It'd just be like, I can't see who the hell's going to be like, yeah, that was a proper apology. Wow, if I was Ethan Klein, I ain't taking that apology. I would go harder. show the pictures that you was talking about. Show what you screenshot it. Do a 5-hour segment about it. Wow. You could sue him. A lot of people are actually saying that this is the reason why iDubbbz is apologizing. He's afraid of a lawsuit. So, sue him. Sue him. Definitely. Get him. Get him again. Get him from me. That's a reality TV quote.
I'm gonna just scoot on over and let you whack him. Get him again. Get him for me.
We're going to check out DSP today. That's a new locale for me that I just started covering. You guys have been asking me to cover him for a while. And I've been finding it very entertaining roasting him and looking into him spurging out. We're about to check him talking about some controller that nobody asked for, but he's going crazy about it. Let's take a look, man. Don't forget to hit the hype button. Watch more videos after this. I have a bunch of other DSP videos I've been doing.
I'm back. And I have it. It's here finally. Some people had this like Friday. I didn't get it till today, Tuesday morning. The Steam controller, everybody. Are we excited? Are you excited to see the Steam controller? Well, hold on one second here, because what we could do, we can do a live unboxing here. Should I announce it? Should I like post up about it to say we're about to do this? Maybe we get some more people. There we go. Okay, so give me a second here. Let me post up that we're doing it right now. Draven says I should do it tomorrow on the Level 1 podcast. Well, here's the thing. If I can get this thing initially charging for like a half an hour, we might be able to use it today for Directive 8020. Like we could actually test it live while I play Directive 8020, you know? And tomorrow we're doing Pokemon, but we could test it tomorrow with Mouse PI for Hire. We could test it on Friday with Fighting Games. So we could test it quickly, you know? All right.
Is there really that much dead air in his streams at all times? Like, really? You don't be doing nothing in between? You don't want to, I don't know, entertain his supporters? Just cry about this new controller that nobody cares about, it seems. It seems like he's the only one super excited about this. Wow, my bad. Let's get back into it.
All right, let's post up. Okay. I'm posting up right now. We're about to do the live unboxing. Okay. Cool. All right, ready? Let's take a look at this thing. Let's live unbox it. Here it is. So it says Steam controller on the front.
Yo, he is legitimately one of the most boring streamers I've ever seen in my life. Man, if I was sober, oh my gosh, I'd have lost my mind up in here. Damn. How does anyone watching without people interrupting, giving their opinions, and actually being a billion more times entertaining than him? How do people actually check him out? Does he have fans that... No, it seems like people don't care about the controllers. They don't give a damn. It's probably a small few that are still supporting him for some weird reason. Everyone else has to be looking at him like a low cow. Like this is a dumpster fire.
Your games at your fingertips. Steam controller. Has it written around the sides there. On the back, I believe it says it comes with its cable and it has that special attachment that you snap to the back magnetically to charge it. You don't have to plug the cable in. It's like a magnetic connection to actually charge the controller. One of the fancy things. Okay. And this will be interesting to see what it works like with different games with the touchpads. I've never had like a touchpad controller like this before. So interesting. All right. It has a little zip sticker here that I guess is holding it closed. So you got to, I guess, pull that open. And I've immediately reduced the value of the controller by half just by pulling that one tab. That's it. It's considered open box now. See that? Darn, I should have sold it on eBay for $300 like everyone else is doing. Okay, so here we are. Steam controller unboxing. Oh my God. Okay, so it has some stuff up top here. It looks like it's showing you power. I guess a power button. I guess it's showing you the wirelessly. It connects to your PC or phone.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way he trying to make this more exciting. Man. It's done. What are you doing? Man, this is the most boring streamer I really have ever seen. Oh my gosh. He really think people want to see this. Like, this is just something that we've been waiting for. He's like, yeah, look at this. Ooh. I ain't never seen someone try to put so much excitement into something that no one cared about. Just plug the damn controller in and play a game. Just plug it in, bro. Like, you're doing way too much. Way too much, man. I'm passed out over here.
Phone. I guess it's saying it's actually showing a phone there. So I guess you could plug it into your phone and use it as a controller with your phone too, which I did not know. And then we have, what's this? What the hell's that? I don't know. I have no idea. We'll have to look at all this in a second. All right, but first, let's actually take the controller out. And immediately when I lift the controller up, it's funny. The top of the box is heavier than the bottom. The box becomes lopsided and leans back. So here it is. This is this Valve Steam controller. It actually says Valve printed on the back. See that?
Devour.
Nice and fancy. Is it heavy? It's heavier. It is heavier than my Razer Wolverine. The Razer Wolverine is a lighter pad. This is a heavier pad. I must have either a bigger battery or something in it. I'm not sure. Wow, it does feel a little weird being so long. Totally weird, to be honest with you.
Hey, yo. What? How? Yo, come on. DSP. They gonna say that stand for something else. I already seen people make different like acronyms and whatnot for what his name could stand for. He ain't helping himself. They definitely could put a stamp of approval now. The way you talking, oh my gosh, yeah, this dude. That's it. Appreciate you guys. Hit the hype button. Watch more videos. I don't mind roasting locals like this. Ain't no way he think he entertaining. Impossible. No way.